Thanks everyone. Oh, missing you too in Alberta. I'm currently in my little tiny home in BC. So here we are. Welcome. This is the grand tour. So you're with me in my home. This is awesome. Okay, so my name is Jess LeBlanc and we are going live for the Sweat Across Canada. Thank you, Impact Magazine, and thank you to Neil's Yard Canada. Actually one of my favorite organic beauty lines from the UK. So they have powered and sponsored this particular workout. We're going to do about 30 minutes of a nice fluid, juicy yoga flow. And yeah, follow along, do what you can do, take rest when you need, amplify where you feel it fits, calm it down where you feel it fits, and let's just have a good time because, I don't know, yoga doesn't have to be so damn serious. You could agree with me? Okay, we'll give it a couple more seconds. So grab your water, get whatever it is you need, and then we will rock and roll. Hopefully you can see my mat too. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, this is sweet. This is like my first live workout ever, surprisingly, after all this time. Okay, we are going to start in 1 minute. Welcome everyone. This is so nice seeing all of you jump on. Tell your friends. Don't forget that there's actually a prize as well to be won for this particular workout, so make sure you head on over to Impact Magazine Canada and you tag your friends in the post that I am featured in to win a beautiful peppermint lime deodorant from Neil's Yard. I feel like I could probably use that right about now. Can't wait to give it a try. Alrighty. So, hey, I want to wave to all of you. Hi, 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 waving. Oh, hi, Kathy. Okay, so come to your mat or the floor or a towel, whatever you've got, and let's start in child's pose. So you're going to bring your knees wide, drop your head down to your mat, stretch out through your fingertips. I would say since we only have about a half an hour or so, let's try to keep things moving and keep things active, but as I said, listen to your body. So as you enter this child's pose, extend through your fingertips, wake up your arms. Maybe you've been at your desk working all morning, like really stretch, lift the elbows, and take a deep breath here. Tuck your chin towards your throat. If your shoulders feel tight, feel free to bend your elbows and disengage the arms if you need. And as you find a rhythm of your breath, slow inhale and exhale. Just consider what it is that you might want from this particular practice. What do you feel like you need today? Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, stretching the left side of your body. Big breath in. And then travel your arms over to the left. Just reaching for that top left corner of your mat. Feel the right side body lengthen. We'll do this one more time. Once more to the right. Feel the left fingertips stretch. Maybe some engagement underneath the left armpit on the left rib cage. Down to the hip. And back over to the left. So a big part of my practice and my work is not to just get people to do yoga or to move their bodies, but to really feel what's happening, really feel what's going on. That's the embodiment piece. Come back to a tabletop, back to center, hands grounded on your mat. I'll turn this way so maybe you can see me a bit better. Spread your fingers wide and start to arc through the spine. Press everything down into your mat. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, reach to the sky. Sway slightly side to side. And then on your next breath in, open up the chest, drop the belly towards the floor, pull the shoulders back. Do it again. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Tuck the chin, tuck the tail. We're just warming up. Then inhale, drop the belly, lengthen, heart opens. A couple more in your own breath, in your own rhythm. Might even feel good to kind of circulate through the spine or the hips down towards the heels. Becoming fluid, less rigidity in our minds, less rigidity in our bodies. And start to wind down the movement, come back to center. You're going to take your left hand and either place it on your tailbone, the palm down, or reach the left hand to the sky. So stretching, reaching, opening across the collarbones. Deep breath in, giving you a little wave. And we'll do the other side. Left hand comes down, stretch through the right hand. Breathe. Back through center. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Curl the toes, lift hips high. Pedal out through the feet, through the knees. Shift the hips, spread the fingers. And I want you to feel your hands pressing down and forwards. Your hips going high and back. Okay? And how you really discover the length of your downward facing dog is to come forward into a push-up position, into a high plank. Press the earth away from you, push the heels back, stack your bones, and then pull the hips back. Keep your hands and feet where they are. So let's try that again. Inhale, high plank, breathe. Elongate, strong. Exhale, pull the hips back, downward facing dog. One more. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Lift the right leg to the sky, kick the heel back, straight back, strong. Open up the hip, bend the knee. Stack your right hip on top of your left. Breathe. Return the right foot to the mat, lift the left leg up. Left leg goes high, bend the knee, open the hip, relax through the jaw. Bring the left foot back down to the earth. Now walk to the top of your mat, settle here in a forward fold. Bend your knees a lot, tummy can rest on the thighs or between the legs. Just get heavy here. Let any stress empty off the shoulders. Good. Shake the head, nod the head. Some of you I know like to grab your elbow creases here, making a little picture frame for your face. For me, I just like to let the arms dangle, sway. Full breath in. Remember, don't focus so much on how it looks or what we're actually, like what poses we're in, what we're doing. Just focus more on what it feels like. Where do you notice tension? How can you breathe into those spaces? Last breath in. And big sigh. And slowly roll yourself up into standing. Come all the way up. Reach your hands to the sky. Big stretch. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms. Reach further to the sky, stretch over to the right, so the left side body elongates. And then come all the way back through center, go to the left. Press your right hip away from you. Excellent. Come all the way back up. Now interlace your fingers behind your back, open up the chest. Release the arms, take them back to the sky, inhale. We're just gonna make some really big circles here. So arms up, breathe in. Arms out to the side. Do it 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale out. 1 more. Moving the shoulders in all directions. Now pause. Get grounded in Tadasana, into mountain pose. Palms face forwards. Shoulders down and back. You can close your eyes. Come back to your intention. What is it that you need? Do you need strength? Do you need grounding? Do you need energy? Do you need community? Take a breath. Breathe out. Arms go high, reach to the sky, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards, bow down. Hands to your shins, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Now step back into your high plank again and lower down. Knees can come to the earth, so like a modified push-up. Elbows stay into the ribs though, lower all the way. Into a baby cobra, breathe in. Lift the chest, exhale. And push all the way back, downward facing dog. Right leg goes high to the sky, bend your knee, open the hip. We're going to bring our right knee to our right tricep, so squeeze it in, get strong here in the plank. And then go all the way back, bend the knee, open the hip. Knee to tricep, squeeze it in, and go all the way up and back. Now step your right foot between your hands into a low lunge. Drop your left knee down, arms go high. Waving at all of you here, thanks for being here. We're gonna cactus the arms and open the chest. Good, curl your back toes if they're not curled. Now push up, come into a lunge. So your back knee is lifted. We're gonna twist to the right. Right hand goes back, left hand goes forward. Steady in the lunge. I'm wobbling over here. Breathe. Drop your right hand to the back of your left thigh. Steady in the legs. Push the earth away and stretch your left hand up and back. Big reach. As you exhale, drop your left hand to the inside of your right foot and reach your right arm to the sky. Right hand comes to the floor. Step back. Downward facing dog. Breathe all breath out of your lungs. High plank, inhale. Elbows in tight, lower down, exhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. I kind of get cut off. I don't have much space in this tiny house. And then go all the way back, downward dog. Left side lifts, breathe in. Follow the breath. Bend the knee, open the hip. Left knee, left tricep or elbow or armpit, depending on how much energy you've got. Go back, inhale. Exhale, knee and elbow. Go back, inhale, open. And step your left foot through between your hands, low lunge. Drop your right knee down. Rise, arms up. Cactus the arms, exhale. Curl your back toes. Lift, press the ground away from you. We'll twist, left hand back, right arm forwards. Reach the fingertips like you're playing tug of war, right hand to left hand. And then the left hand, bring it to the back of your right thigh. Reach the right arm up. I can't see you, but I know you're all doing a great job. Take a deep breath. Right hand to the earth. Left arm reaches, spiral the ribs, stretch it open. Left hand to the mat, step back, downward dog. High plank, inhale. Let's move into a side plank on the right. Ground your right hand. You can drop your right knee and modify. So here would be the modified position. Otherwise, you can stack the feet, stagger the feet, side plank on the right. Go for it. Breathe in. Maybe you try lifting your left leg. Nice. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Try stretching your left arm up and over your head. Full body reaches. Now look down. Find the floor with your left hand. A little bit of a push-up. Drop your knees if you need. You're going to hold at about 90 degrees. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Hold. Push all the way back up. Downward dog. Exhale. Inhale. High plank. Side plank on the left. Modify. Take any changes in the movement. Press your left hand down. Engage. Breathe. Right arm can go up and overhead. Right leg might lift. Flex your right foot. Stay strong and steady. Exhale. Lower down. Little push up. Hold. Shoulders in line with your elbows. Hold. And then upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Big sigh. Big sigh. Right leg goes high to the sky. Spread your fingers. This time, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So quite a big, wonky lunge. And you can use your right hand on the inside of your right thigh, on the inside of your right knee, flexing your right foot, getting into the hips a tiny bit more. Option, you can press down with your feet and then stretch the right arm up or back. Now listen for the change. We're going to pivot our feet and just go to the back of the mat. So pivot the feet. Now you're in the same lunge, but your left foot is to the outside of the mat here, like on the left side. I'm going to come back to the center so you can see me, but you're facing backwards, so you probably can't see your phone or your computer. Press the earth away from your feet. Reach the left arm up, back, or stay here, hand on the inner thigh. Little movements, forwards, backwards. Stretch the hips. Now as you pivot yourself back towards center, stay in a wide-legged fold. Stay in a wide-legged fold. Feel weight into your heels, lengthen through the spine. Fingertips can be on your mat or the floor in front of you. Press the mat like you're kind of ripping it apart into the pinky edges of your feet. And then we're going to come up about halfway, palms face down, arms extended long. We'll add a twist here. Left hand reaches for the right shin or ankle or the floor just in front of you. Reach the right arm to the sky. Keep rotating your ribs. Listen to the body. Back through center. Extend the arms, strong in the core. Engaged, active, aware. Right hand to the ankle, to the knee, to the shin, to the floor. Twist to the left. Breathe. Back through center. This time turn your right toes so that your heel is in and your toes are out. And start to sink down into a side lunge. Sinking down into a side lunge. Try to line up your right knee with your ankle. Some of you might need to go a little wider with your stance. Some of you might try to lift your left toes off the floor, getting deeper into the groin, the adductor. Awesome. Now let's go to the opposite side. Travel to the left. Adjust your left toes. Sink into the side lunge. If you see me off my mat, it's just because I'm trying to demonstrate. You don't have to change your position. Stay where you are. Breathe. Steady and strong. Press your left knee out to the left. Pivot to the top of your mat. Now you're facing the top of your mat. Step your feet together. Bow down here. Bend your knees. Relax your head. Interlace your fingers behind your back if that feels okay, or just grab your ankles behind or in front. Grab your big toes, whatever feels right for you. Full breath in. Unclench your jaw, relax your teeth. And let's slowly rise up to standing, rounding up. Head might come up last, shoulders back and down. Ground and anchor through your left foot. Pick up your right knee. Squeeze it up towards your chest. Roll your right ankle, both directions. Don't forget to tag your friends in that post so you can win a prize. Thank you, Meals Yard. Thank you, Impact Magazine, for supporting us. Pick up the inside of your right foot with your hand, your right hand. We're moving into dancer's pose to elongate the front side of the body. You can just be here. Okay, that's cool. Pressing the foot into the hand into the foot, stretching the quad, the hip flexor. If you want a little more, reach the left hand to the sky and start to kick the foot back. So you're trying to open up, really reach. Now sometimes we see these like beautiful expressions of dancer's pose and our foot is like way up and over our heads. Like, don't worry about the height, the length. Try to create openness across the whole front side of the body. Stay strong, breathe. And then come all the way back. Grounding, settling. Press your right foot into the floor. Pick up your left knee. Give it a squeeze towards your chest. Roll your ankle. I swear sometimes as a yoga instructor, as a yoga educator, my work is just to remind people that they know how to breathe or teach them how to breathe. Pick up the inside of your left foot. Scoop your pelvis under. Feel your left foot into your left hand. Nice stretch across the front side. Next step might be right arm goes up. Press the foot into the hand. Stretch the heart more forwards. Create some space. Create some lift. Go up and out versus down and up. Up and out. Breathe. Last one. Balance, focus your gaze. Come out of the pose, pause, ground your feet. Pick up your right ankle again, your right foot, but this time cross it over your left thigh. and sink the hips down. So imagine you're sitting on a chair. You're going to send your hips back, flexing the right foot. Chest is proud and centered, forward facing. Start shifting into your hips back. You might have to come up a little bit and then sink a little lower. And then all the way up. Inhale. Ground your right foot. Swap. Left ankle crosses. Sink the hips back. Your heart goes forwards. Breathe. Engage your left foot so you feel active along the whole leg line. Relax your shoulders. All the way back up to standing. Ground your feet. Take your arms to the sky. Full breath. And bow down. Exhale. Hands to shins. Long spine here. Plant your hands. Come into your downward facing dog. Step back into down dog. Bend your knees. One and then the other. Both together. Just find some fluidity. Find some movement here. Now lift your left leg up to the sky, bend your knee and open up the hip. We've done this several times. We're going to step the left foot back between the hands. We've also been here into a low lunge. Come all the way up, hands just on your left thigh. We'll add a tiny bit more twisting here. Place your right hand on the outside of your left knee and press those two spaces together. Option to reach the left arm straight back. Okay, so it looks a little something like this. Or you can just have your hand on your waist. But we're increasing the amount of rotation, staying tall and long through the spine, rotate the ribs. And each time I rotate, I'm kind of dropping my hip a little bit more so I feel it in the front side of the right hip. Breathe. Come back through center, step back. Down dog. Left leg goes high, bend the knee, open the hip. Same thing on this side. Step your right foot between your hands. Might take 5 steps. Come all the way up. Hands on your thigh. Get long, shoulders back. Then take your left hand, place it to the outside of your right thigh or your right knee. Rotate. Every exhale, I'm finding more rotation. Every inhale, I'm finding more height, more depth. Right arm might stretch, or just have it on your waist, shoulder relaxed. Use your feet, stay strong and alive. As you come back to center, instead of going to downward facing dog, lift your back knee if you want, and straighten your front leg. So you could go from a lunge to straight legs, or you can keep your back knee down, straighten your leg, come back to a lunge, straighten the leg. Just be really mindful of your knee. If you have any knee issues, you might want to lift the knee off the floor, but otherwise you're just moving with your breath. Inhale, lunge, exhale, pyramid. Do 3 more. Building heat with the breath, malleability in the body. And as we did before, that little pivot, just pivot to the back of your mat. And go the opposite way. So now the left leg will be the straightening and the bending from the lunge to the pyramid. Breathe. Hips are squaring. Stretching the back side of the body. The front side of the right hip perhaps. Make your way back to the top of the mat, stepping into downward facing dog. And I'd love you to please hop, step, jump, walk forwards to the top, and then come all the way down to your bottom. As you land on your bottom, bring your right foot off on like a 45 degree, your left foot into your inner thigh. Right hand, reach it to the crux of the ankle here in the foot, Stretch your left arm up and over as though you're reaching. I don't know, I like snacks, so imagine you're like having to reach like really high up into the cupboard to grab your favorite snack. Or if you're more flexible, you can reach for the right toes, the right foot. But I'd love us, like I said, we're going to do some fluidity, so I'd love you to be moving, finding space. You can create circles, opening. There's not really any rules here. Feel the left side of the body, the right hamstring. Now see if you can capture your right foot with your left hand, crossing over the right side. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. As we come up, bring both knees together, boat pose here, lift through the chest. Now you have options. You can just stay here. This is enough. Feet can be on the floor, hands can be behind the knees. You can also make it active. You can go to a low boat and then lift back up. Breathe, lift. You've got 10. So either 10 holds, 10 breaths, 10 cycles. Building some heat. It's midday. Let's energize. Once you've finished your 10 breaths, take the left leg out, bring the right foot in. Left hand to the ankle. Just set yourself up. Take your time. If you're not quite there, get there when you can. It's hard because I literally can't see any of you, so I'm just imagining what we're all looking like. Follow along as best as you can. Breathe. Smooth out the rhythm of your breath. Thank you again for Impact Magazine and all the work that they do to support us as fitness instructors, as guides, as healers, as community leaders. Thank you to everyone who's joined us. And capture the left foot if you haven't done so already. Just follow the breath. Inhale, space. Exhale, fold. All the way back up. Take the soles of your feet together. Lengthen through the spine. Allow the knees to soften down to the earth. You can close your eyes here. And I'm all about choice. So if you feel like you want to fold over your feet, go for it. If you need to stay upright, just work the shoulders down the back. Or if you want to sway side to side or make circles, just find a variation of the pose that allows you to feel a stretch, feel connection to your breath, soften. I kind of love that we're just doing a little quick yoga movement. A lot of people ask me, how can I start a home practice? And you know, you can create as much ritual around it as you want. You could have the altar, have the candle, have the space for an hour and half practice, but really it just takes connecting with your breath in small moments throughout your day, or moving 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. Okay, uniting with yourself. Bring yourself on your next breath cycle down to your mat. Lie on your back. Place your feet to the outside edges of your mat with your knees bent. And I want you to rock your knees to the left. So there's space between your knees. Rock them to the right, to the left. Relax your shoulders. Your hands can be on your tummy or off to your sides. And draw your left knee in towards your chest. Let your right leg go all the way down. We'll twist here. Use your right hand on top of your left knee. Move your left knee across to the right. Be very mindful of your lower back. If your left shoulder comes off the floor, just back up a bit. Let your body navigate with your breath. Inhale, space. Exhale, deepen. No force, just using the breath. And back through center. Switch sides. Let your right knee come in towards your chest, your armpit. Let your left leg go all the way down. Left hand atop the right knee. Start to twist. Bring your right knee across the body over to the left. And this side might be a little tighter, could feel a little looser. Again, just keep listening, noticing the communication of your body. Full breath in and out. Just resetting your day, shifting your focus, unwinding the tension. And come back through center. Place your feet on the floor, knees are bent. We'll do a baby bridge here. Ground your feet and start to press them down and forwards, lifting the hips high to the sky. And I actually want you to scoot your shoulders underneath your back body, so you aim to open up your chest a little bit more than you might typically do when you're doing a bridge. A lot of times we use this posture to strengthen the glutes, which is amazing, but I actually want you to open up through the rib cage, through the chest. Allow your knees to be parallel to each other. Keep pressing down and up. Neck stays still. If you want to interlace your fingers behind your back just to get a tiny bit more opening, you can. Deep inhale. Slowly lowering back down. Exhale. And drop both knees to the right. Little twist here. Soften. Knees back through center. Drop them to the left. Relax your shoulders. Really passive. But you're still here. You're still engaged. Don't start thinking about your to-do list or the next meeting. Just be here. And as you come back through center, lift your right heel to the sky. We'll do a final stretch on the hamstring. Right heel lifts up. You can grab the thigh, the knee, the calf, the ankle, the foot. Stretching the posterior chain of the body, so the back line of the body. You can roll the ankle. Nearly there. Just gonna check our time. We are good. And swap sides. Let your right leg go down to the floor. Lift your left heel to the sky. Grab the back of the thigh, the knee, the ankle. If you even wanted to come into half happy baby or a full happy baby, that can be an option for you as well. Space on the inhale, deepen on the exhale. If there's any other movements you require, please feel free to take them. Otherwise, let's just land in Shavasana for a few moments. Legs go wide, feet flopped out. Arms can be by your side, or maybe one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Tuck your chin towards your throat so the back of your neck is long, or it might feel really good to just rock your head side to side. We spend a lot of time outside of our bodies, in our minds, thinking, stressing, worrying, fearing, doubting. Just land here in ease and peace and calm. Imagine your feet were doing the breathing, so pull the breath from the soles of your feet up the legs, into the torso, into the chest, the mind. Then a big sigh. Open your mouth, let it all go. And do that several times, just finding a nice smooth rhythm. Inhale. Full, long, slow breath. Exhale. Releasing any residual tension. And because you're in the comfort of your own home, you're welcome to stay as long as you possibly would like to restore yourself. If you've got to get going without a rush or a hurry or just like whipping yourself out of the pose, start to find a wiggle of the fingers and the toes. You roll the wrists or the ankles, or stretch the hands up and over the head. Any movements. Coming onto your side and then up to seated. And as much as we have had to manage our connection through screens, I think there's still something really beautiful about being able to come together and to be able to take the time to connect with ourselves. We know that we are no good to anyone else if we aren't good to ourselves. So please take this final moment to honor yourself, to acknowledge your light, to acknowledge your contribution. Know that you belong. The light in me honors each of you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to move and to breathe together. If you have any questions or you'd like to contact me, feel free to shoot me a message. Thank you again to Impact Magazine Canada, to Neil's Yard Canada. Go follow them as well. Get your prize. And I hope to see you soon. Oh, thank you. I love my place too. It's really cute. It's a little bit of a nest. I'll just stick around if anyone has any questions, if you have any comments or you'd like to connect. But otherwise, have a beautiful day and the rest of your week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye everyone, you're so welcome. Take good care, be safe, be kind. You're welcome. Namaste. No, always, Kathy. Thank you. Thanks for coming, Janet, and for all the hard work that you do.